Welcome to Not a Gamer Gaming. This is Genosis, and today I have my lovely wife slash assistant slash brutal overlord, Daffy Duck 91.
Brutal overlord?
You know what you are. Anyways, today we have a base video for you to get. Yeah, oh my god, wow. Okay. Want to do that again or just
Try that again?
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm kidding. Do you want to do it again or?
Yeah, I'll do it again. Do it again.
Like in a serious manner or because I might just keep all this in.
In it, I mean, I could just start from that point. You can cut it in.
Sure. Okay, go.
All
Action.
Right. Okay. And the video we have for you today is our top 5 early Horde bases. Now, the concept behind this is that these are the types of bases you cobble together. I mean, literally, like this is cobblestone. And very simple designs, like you've actually seen this one before. I'm looking at the hatch base. We've had a video on that with a minor alteration, like the steps to get the zombies up a little easier. If you watched our Archer series, you would have seen the zigzag base where the zombies are slowed down by jumping up and down. So you might have seen that before. And it's a little bigger, but it's also not that complicated to build. You know, we could probably build that in a 4 or 5 day game stage, not a big problem. Then we have our platform / pillar base. This kind of a variant of
the sexy pit.
Your sexy pit. Yes, if you watched our Alone Together series, Daphne actually used this one, where you just get up high, you shoot down, and the zombies impale themselves upon the spikes. Yeah, you like that kind of thing, you sadist.
I like spikes.
All right, now, long time ago, I think Alpha 6...
Whoa. Okay, sorry. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
Derailing me. A long time ago, Alpha 16, I used to use a kind of a cage base. This is like a cage / melee base. I would make this the base of my my fortification, and then I would build something on top of it where I'd live. So when the zombies came, I'd fight in here. I'd shoot through, or I'd melee through, just like that. So it worked very well for the time. I'd like to see if it ages well, but I mean, it's very simple to put together. You got plates, you got double layers of poles here to, zombies have to break through at least 2-3 layers to get in. So
should I be nervous that I'm the guinea pig in this monstrosity of cobblestone horde bases?
Well, yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah, your role in this whole thing is to be the guinea pig. You'll be one fighting in the base, and I will be floating around spectator mode, getting nice angles, and talking about possible upgrades. Just, if you want to use one of these bases, maybe a few ideas you could use to, spice it up a bit.
All right. This base, this one here.
This one. Now, I've used this one. This is like a multiplayer / bottleneck base. I've used this on our public server many times, and it's worked very well. And yeah, it is a lot larger, a lot more resource intensive than the other ones might be, but it's basically wood spikes and cobblestone and a bit of digging.
Spikes.
Right. Again, the concept is survival, not making an XP farm. I mean, there's lots of bases for that. This one is, you're not alone and you want to survive. This is the kind of base you'd want. Because the concept is that they're not going to want to go hit a wall, because they have 4 different directions to come at you. They're not going to try to get through the wall to get you all the way around. They'll come through the nearest opening on either side. So you get to hit your head on a swivel. It's kind of fun that way. You can play 4 different people. They can point a different direction and cover all your angles. So
you're also going to want to say that these are what we consider our top 5 early horde bases.
Yes.
So they're not going to be the same for everyone, but these are the ones that we like to use when you're early game and it's horde night and you need to get something going quick.
Right. There's no such thing as a unilateral top 5, because we would have to know every possible base in existence, and that's impossible. These are our personal top 5s, ones that we've used for the last 3 years in different variants and evolutions. So that's
look, I even got one of my bases here. Oh my god.
That's right. I mean,
I
used a base
penis
similar
base
to this.
in, but
well,
I mean, come on.
Let's not to put the penis base in anything. Anyway, so that's the concept of today's video. So again, what's going to happen? We're going to fast forward to Horde Night. I load my wife into a base. I will spectate, and I will discuss some upgrade points, as well as view her progress and show how the base functions.
All right. Okay, so let's get started with the hatch melee base.
Yes, as seen in one of our videos not that long ago. All right, let's get started.
Yes, this is a good base. Okay, so I'm going to go up here.
You're going to go in there, yeah.
All right, and I'm going to put my hatches up.
Yeah, and then I'm going to set the horde time to day 21. Let's say 21:55. Okay, lights on.
All right.
As you notice, I've actually well lit this place. Actually, all of the bases. so you can see what's going on.
Notice.
All right, and I'm going in spectator.
Okay, so do I put all the hatches up?
You start with one. The idea is you start with one, or you can put a second one if you really want to. But make sure we should turn on AI. There we go. And make sure you're not too close, otherwise they'll nip at you.
Okay, the zombies are coming.
Yes.
How long am I in the space for? And this is melee. Oh, I just got his head.
Let's spend a couple minutes on each base. I'll do some talking points.
All right, I'm gonna smack this guy right here. Oh, got no stamina. Oh my god. Okay, just let me know when I have to leave this death trap.
You just keep swinging, honey. All right, so the basic of this base is that they'll come up this little stairway. They are a thin hatch away from you, and it seems like there's more zombies than there should be.
Yeah, my zombies and your zombies.
Wow. Okay, keep swinging,
honey. Did you change
the
settings? These aren't 64 zombies, are they?
I might have to check, but just keep swinging,
honey.
Oh
god, babe, they're hitting me.
Should we restart?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right. So possible upgrades to this base, obviously, is bringing everything to concrete. As well, you can add a little turret on the side here, like a little poundy turret, and they can be hitting while the zombies are hitting. Me and I'll whip out the gun for a minute.
Okay.
So I'll take it from her perspective. Yeah, you just keep shooting, and the zombies are right in your face. Great for melee, and great for headshots. But yes, other possible things would be having electrical wires, of course, slowing them down, stunning them. Maybe some traps on the side. But obviously, of course, reinforcing all this to concrete would be your best bet. But, and these, of course, these hatches, going all the way steel vault hatches, that will last a lot longer.
But keeping in mind, the more you upgrade the hatches, they're harder to open, right?
Well, if you get the vault hatch, they will open and close slower. But that's kind of a, not big of a sacrifice, considering it's keep you that much safer.
Now, another fun notion is that you can set sensors to open and close them timed.
Right. They could sense you and then open as you're getting up and then close right behind you.
Dog's pissing me off.
Yeah. The thing with the hatch bases, as overpowered as they are, it's kind of rough to get the, half-size fellas, like the spider zombies and the dogs. So just bear that in mind. But they often poke their heads inside. You know what I mean?
I'm going to shoot him. This little fucker.
Yes, but as you can see here, when you get a lot more zombies, and this looks like more than... Yeah, this looks like more than usual zombies.
It's fine. It's fine. I got this.
Sure you do, honey.
What is it? Intermission? I'm going to need some antibiotics and some food.
That's fine. We can get that squared away. All right, so that is the general idea for this base. I think we can take a moment now and switch to the next one.
All right. I'm going up on the next base. Don't unpause these. Oh, God, look at them all. It's like the children of the corn. Okay.
All right, next up is the zigzag/slow zombie base. At least I think that's what the sign said, because the zombies kind of destroyed it.
Yes. I've also fed myself and gave myself some antibiotics and some more ammo. And we are ready to rock and roll. Right.
So I put the entrance off the side here, a quick jump ladder, and a doorway, and you're inside.
Start zombies. Okay. Do it.
There we go. Zombies are alive. Now
you can talk about what happens.
Fantastic. Bear in mind that the zombie count is a little higher than you would have normal, because I think it's getting both of our zombies, because I think it's like max alive 23. So we're going to definitely stress test these bases while we're going.
Which is good, because if you want to use these early game when you have a lot of zombies spawned in, it'll still work.
Right. So the concept of this base is to slow them down. So there's a zigzag, so the zombie would come up, they take a moment to jump up, and then jump back down. So it's a natural slowing, so you don't need electrical wiring, you don't need barbed wire, you just really need these blocks to slow them down for you. Now, they go in a zigzag pattern, which gives you time for them to shoot headshots. They'll be straight on at several times, so you can get lots of headshots this way.
Keep in mind, you guys are watching me play, and I don't do well with headshots, so I'm just sort of shooting in their general, oh god, direction.
Yep, and of course at the end we have a hatch, so if they ever get that close, you can finish them off, and then, try to do better next time.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Yep. Possible upgrades include electrical wiring would be fantastic along the section. You can put little side poles, little side blocks on the side, run wiring, and then wire it up again. You can also have blade traps here at the bottom, or they'll be falling, as well as spikes and whatnot. And obviously,
this would also be super handy if you have more than one player, because there's lots of space in here.
Right. From this perspective, you can have multiple players choose an alley, and then fight down that way. And beyond that, yes, possible upgrades can, of course, going to concrete, adding some plating in all the legs, steel if you'd like. A lot of the damage will happen here on the entry steps. Sometimes if they get a little frustrated that they fell, they may come back up and hit something. So that'll happen.
You could also add barbed wire to slow them down.
Absolutely. All these little gaps in the middle would be great spots for barbed wire. I could possibly put some in now, but I think we're doing okay.
I'm #pro.
Yep.
Super dappy.
Other than that, this is a good base, and what I like about it is that all of the zombie action happens away from the central area of the base. So if you wanted to have like a floor above or below and have some crafting areas and then make this your living base, you can. But, you know, a lot of people prefer not to poo where they eat, if you know what I mean, and keep the horde base and your home base separate. You feeling pretty confident about this base, honey?
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I'm killing zombies.
So now that you've seen this base, and if you want to see more of this base, there's been, I think it's our Alpha 18 Archer series, is I used a base very similar to this. And I was only
you
using...
were able to use it with just arrows.
Yes, and I did it only with arrows and explosive bolts. And I had a couple of successful horde nights, so it worked quite well. Oh, that's right, you have Molotovs.
Oh, I forgot.
There you go.
So juicy.
All right, are you good with that, honey?
Yeah, let's kill them off. Take them down.
All right, I'm pausing zombie AI. And now on to the next one. All right, next up we have the platform/pillar base. Daphne also named this one the Sexy Pit. Feel free to give it your own cute little nicknames.
Cute nickname. It's a pit for sexiness.
Speaking of sexiness, these zombies back in action. There we go.
Come on, boys and girls.
Feature of this base includes getting high above the zombies and shooting down at them. They'll spend their time impaling their own assholes upon these spikes and damaging themselves. It does slow them down, gives you a chance for headshots, and to finish them off. Now, these pillars are reinforced with plates, and they're reinforced up to the reinforced cobblestone, which is just after reinforced wood.
Yeah, you're gonna want, when you're killing them, you're gonna want to focus on the ones banging on your area, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. So this is multiplayer friendly. You can walk around all the edges and help shooting from the pillars. And in the center, there is a hatch you can use to throw down throwables, such as Molotovs.
Would you like me to test the Molotov throwing theory without catching myself on fire?
I'd like you to do, properly.
Oh,
there we go.
Beautiful.
I'm glad you didn't set
proud.
yourself on fire, because that would have hurt the credibility of this base.
Well, you gotta all keep in mind that this is me testing the base and the credibility. I mean, I'm sure they're better.
Hey, if this base can survive my wife, it can survive you. I can almost guarantee
What are
it.
you trying to say?
You know what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah. You see, you're gonna want to keep shooting. They're gonna go after your pillars to try to knock you down. So you're gonna want to focus your energy on that. And what are some lovely upgrades that we can do to this base, babe?
Well, obviously going up to concrete and or steel, focusing on the plates. And they also want to have some traps down here. Maybe a blade trap dead center would be kind of fun. Electrical wiring around the edges, like have a protected poles, like have an electrical pole and have plates around it to protect it. Zombies will walk through electrical wiring and give you lots of chance to get shocked and killed. As you can tell, I love electrical wiring. That's so much. And
I like blade traps, and you could line these poles with blade traps, and they would run right into them.
For sure. And also, like any base, you can add, gun turrets, blade traps, more reinforcements, that type of thing. But for this one, a blade trap would be great with dead center, as well as having maybe some extra electrical wiring to keep them stunned, like right across the outer perimeter. All right, you feeling pretty confident about this one?
Yeah, feeling good. I think we did it.
Okay, so we're going to pause the zombies. The cage/melee base. Now, this one is melee friendly, as it says, so maybe you can try swinging a hammer a little bit.
I will swing this hammer like crazy.
All right,
How the hell do you get into this thing?
Now, considering the way the bars and plates are positioned, I decided to use a jump entry.
Oh, that's smart.
Jump right in, and a hatch in, and a ladder up. Now, of course, you want to get your wife in there. Bam, close the hatch.
Ugh, okay.
Fantastic.
I'm in.
This is the battle cage. So let's get the zombies AI started. And let's talk a bit about how this is designed. Now, as they come in, they're given an opportunity to slam their heads. I'd recommend crouching for this position. Yeah, that's a good use of it too. Just
look at that wall of fire.
Be careful not stepping your own fire. Now, this is good for multiplayer, and I guess what you'd say is maybe the issue with this base is that you can be attacked from multiple sides, such as these guys, for example.
Be attacked from multiple sides, if you know what I mean.
Right, but there's no hatches being used here. What all we have is double or triple walled.
I caught myself on fire.
Yeah, see,
I did that. Hold on.
Try to avoid that. But here you have triple walled poles. So you have a pole here, rotate another one here, another one on the inside. And of course there's other poles here and plates on the outside. So it should take quite a while for zombies to get through all of that before you kill them. Now, obviously, you want to get this upgraded to concrete as soon as you're able, but we're doing cobblestone just to prove the...
Oh god, there's a bird.
Yeah,
Birds.
Birds can fly through these. Well, I think what there might be actually after me. But ideally, they're coming through the bars.
Okay, so note to self, no base is perfect.
No, none of these bases will protect you 100% from the zombies, because these are brute force bases. There's no pathing trickery other than the jumping on the jump base. But this is a really brute force base. But you can get nice and close to their faces.
I like that you can throw the Molotovs and basically, like, if you're trying to deal with zombies on one side, throw the Molotovs and head on over to the other side and smack them.
Right. So other things you can do is, well, maybe add some spikes on the outsides, get them a little injured before they get to you. Now, this is probably not blade trap friendly, so I wouldn't recommend that. But maybe you could just around the edges as a pit.
Whoa. Oh, we got a dog inside.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, this is kind of a downside to this base, is the dogs are a little bit harder to grab. You want to sneak those with your guns.
Right. Yeah, you can melee all you want, but for the dogs, maybe kind of better to pop them in little heads. There you go. But the good thing about this is that see how the zombies are running against the poles? They'll spend half the time trying to get to you, and they might take an occasional swing. But that gives you more time to kill them before they break the bars.
Agreed. And again, please keep in mind you are watching me play through this base and not Genosis, and that usually adds a significant difference to how the base operates.
Right, and there is more zombies than usual. I think we have about, well, maybe at least twice what the zombies are. I might have to check the zombie Horde Night settings, but maybe it's just the fact that we're both here, even though I'm in spectator mode.
So basically, I'm doing all the bitch work, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but hey, if it can survive you and a single player with much more zombies, then even better.
Ugh, I just love setting them on fire.
All right, so we good with the concept of this base?
I like the concept. Again, keep in mind with the dogs and the crawling zombies, you're going to want to shoot them. But this will save you a lot on ammo, because you can hit the bigger ones.
I like having options for melee, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to pause the zombies and move on to the last base. All right, for this last base is the multiplayer / bottleneck base. This has been a favorite of mine for quite a bit. And as I was mentioning, I'm going to join for this one. So it's a multiplayer base, and yeah, I kind of want to be on some of the fun, you know?
You want to be on the fun?
I'll be on, you know,
so you get in through this way, ladder on the top.
Yes, let's talk about just the basic design before we start the zombies. It's basically a 4-way bottleneck. There is a platform in the middle, and between you and all the zombies are spikes. So they'll run, try to go over to you through all this barbed wire I placed, and they'll give you lots of opportunity to shoot them. Close that hatch, and of course we have bars on top to handle that. Now I'm going to set time back a little further, because we want some time to actually fight the Horde. Okay, let's set it to... I'll set it to day 23, whatever, because I have Horde Nights every day on this one. Okay, unpausing zombies. Okay, and now we have the... Yeah, we hear the zombies running. You can pick a section. They'll often come from one direction, but if they separate, it's a good idea to have multiple players. So possible upgrades will include better spikes, such as metal spikes, or maybe even upgrade all the way to blade traps.
Oh, get a cop.
Okay. Now my favorite upgrade of all would be running electrical wiring across the outsides of each bottleneck.
So you can tell he sort of has an electrical wiring problem. It's very similar to his book problem.
I like keeping them steady and then shooting them in the head. It saves on ammo and they die faster, which means more experience.
Yeah, but the electrical wires are really loud.
Yeah, but, you know, you gotta have fun with them. Oh,
yes. Oh my gosh, this is almost too easy.
Right?
2 of us in here.
Well, that's it. Because I'm actually
so pro.
Because I'm actually shooting them. Now.
What do you mean? Because you're actually shooting them.
Right. So right now
what are you trying to say?
So right now we have barbed wire, so that does slow them down a fair bit, which gives a good opportunity for headshots. So if you're looking from my perspective, you see them actually dying.
Excuse me? I can do headshots.
Yeah. At least once. At least once I've seen it. At least once.
I've done it a few times. There, just killed one with a headshot. Right there, look. Did that one. Did that one. Come on, I'm going to do all these headshots now. I just got to take my time.
Now, another cool upgrade to do this base is the platform we're standing on. You can hollow that out and make it a generator room. I usually do that when I do the designs. I'll put my electrical wirings and everything, my generator, everything underneath. Maybe some extra storage for bullets. It's a cool little spot for it. Now, of course, your first priority for upgrading would be this platform in the middle. So if they get to it, they'll try to beat on it. But chances are, as long as you have enough ammo, you have no problems.
And also keeping in mind, on any of these bases where you see like this raw soil, you can always upgrade that to blocks later on.
I tend to.
When you got the time.
Absolutely. I wanted to give the priority to this base could be built on your first week of gameplay. And I've done it before, so I know it's possible. Because I tend to be like, I need my base, I need my comfort security blank base, and that's what this base is.
Now, one thing you're going to notice with all the bases is they all kind of follow the same math. The zombies you want to get them all crowded up, you want to slow them down, and then you want to use your traps to help you stay alive, even though they can drain some XP.
Right. I mean, the difference would be is if you're using electrical traps and you're in engineering, you can get up to a maximum of 50% of the experience from electrical traps, like blade traps, turrets, pretty sure it's turrets, as well as anything that's just not like the dumb traps, like the blade traps and spike traps and all that, and barbed wire. Those deaths will net you no experience.
Barbed wire can kill them.
It can. It does enough damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to see to me.
Yeah, I mean...
So you're going to want to rely on their pathing, and you're going to want to use traps, because in the end, experience is great, but if you're dead, you're dead.
Right. I mean, depending on your settings, it's just a bad time. If you're doing permadeath, I mean, the game's over, so you want to prioritize survival. But
that's what we're all about here in Zombieland.
All right.
Surviving.
But with enough upgrading, this base would keep you safe for quite some time. This could even be considered an end game base if you keep going. Again, everything being concrete or steel. If you want to have some like gun turrets to help you if need be. But if a demolisher comes in, just keep them nice and steady with some electrical wiring, shoot them in the head, and try not to set them off. But that's the same with most bases. It's not demolisher proof, but if you're careful, most bases will survive a demolisher. And if he blows up one side, they may pick a different path to come through if it's blocked off.
And also, for all of you that don't know, Genosis does not let me shoot demolisher zombies. It's against our marital agreement.
That's how you end up with a base that's gone. They're just gone. Because you need precision. You need to shoot them in the head, not in the button.
I don't shoot them in the button. Just one time.
Just
every other Horde night.
One time, every Horde night, right.
Whoa,
now,
whoa.
Let's talk about another possible upgrade is having some like either
bars.
Some hatches or some bars right here to provide a railing. One, so you don't fall in, and two, so the spider zombies don't jump across.
And I have been known to fall into a spike pit in my time.
Look, let me actually grab them right now. It's nice. Let's see, iron bars. There we go. So you can just plate them like so, and like so.
Beautiful.
And oops, that's placed that one incorrectly, but that'll probably still work. Yeah, and this is also throwable friendly. Just throw down the hallway like a hot dog down the hallway, right, honey?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
That's cool. But yeah, so this is really friendly for lots of different types of bases and multiplayer. And that, that's what this game's all about, or at least for some people. It's playing with people and building and adventuring together.
I like to play with people, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god. But I think we've proven this base enough. I'm just going to pause the zombies. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think? These five bases, pretty good, huh?
I think these 5 bases are grand, spectacular.
Yes, like I said, I built them all in cobblestone, but any of them will be benefited from going to concrete and or steel. So.
Yeah, I mean, they're not perfect.
No.
That's kind of not the point.
I was kind of worried about that
base. The point is to just
there.
survive.
Absolutely.
Your first Horde night.
Yes, you survived and went from base to base to base. We lasted the whole night and a little bit more, and my wife. And yeah.
Me?
And again, this is our top 5 early bases. I'll reiterate once again, these are our favorites, our top 5. I'm sure you have your own top 5s, and you have some bases that would work as good or better, but these are our personal favorites.
Yeah, and totally, if you guys know of a great easy Horde base that you enjoy, let us know in the comments. We are always down to try out something new, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. This game is, no matter how many hours you put into it, there's always other ideas people can have, and if you share them, that's what makes the 7 Days to Die community that great. People sharing ideas and improving their gameplay and their bases.
We want you guys all to keep an eye out for a video coming out soon of Genosis's design for a fists-only base, which will be coming out in the near future for you guys to watch.
Liberties. Yep.
Is it bad I'm killing helpless zombies that can't attack me?
Well, to be fair, there's a lot of them and only a few of us. Gotta take what chances you get. Anyways, that's it.
Alright guys, if you liked the video, make sure you give it a big fat like-a-rooney, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you for our next video.
And don't forget to be in God mode.
Oh, you whore! That's not even fair!
Alright, thanks for watching. See you next time.